Earth is beautiful. Am I right? I'll assume you say yes because I can't hear you. But the important thing is that you can hear me. Here we are in beautiful Mother Nature because I care about Earth, just like one of our many great environmentalists, Leonardo DiCaprio. See, he does something that not a lot of us can do. He goes out with his private jets and goes out to see people in different countries and all over. But I can't do that. So I'm here in nature. Now, walks and walking through nature is very important. We can learn a lot about our great planet through walking in nature. Looking around us, we can see all these amazing trees and we can see all this amazing life. And if you listen, you can hear some birds. Isn't that nice? The real thing about connecting with nature that a lot of these famous environmentalists like Leonardo DiCaprio know is that you really have to engross yourself and feel the earth beneath you. And that's what I aim to do. I'm going to take you all on this journey, learning more about our great planet. Even looking here, you can see these trees getting ready for springtime. Well, isn't that nice? For item 1 on our bingo card, go for a walk. Walking is simple, it's easy, and it's great for you and nature. Walking helps you breathe fresh air and enjoy Mother Nature. The importance of walking is something that I think people have lost in time, aside from old people in malls. And that's the issue, because walking starts here, on the ground, like everything else. Bird watching, America's favorite pastime, just behind baseball and fried food. Here, we see the beautiful goose. Isn't that nice? Right there, flying away, and one right over there, we can see other birds. What they are, I have no idea. But that's what we have research for. Speaking of research, let's lead it back to Tynan in the studio. Hello, this is Tynan in the studio. Yes, the studio is my house, and yes, this is a drumstick. Now, about the birds, the research. That bird that I had no idea what it was is the red-winged blackbird, also known as the Aegialis phoenicius. Yes, awesome. Its habitat is in the marshes, its food, insects, its nesting, shrubbery, its behavior, ground forager, its conservation, low concern. These boys are out and about, boys or girls. We are all inclusive here at the Tynan Heritage Institute for Birds. These birds are all out and about, doing whatever they want. Now here on this amazing website, All About Birds, we can get a basic description of this bird. One of the most abundant birds across North America and one of the most boldly colored. The red-winged blackbird is a familiar sight atop cattails, along soggy roadsides, and on telephone wires. Glossy black males have scarlet and yellow shoulder patches they can puff or hide depending on how confident they feel. So I guess our buddy was feeling pretty confident. Ooh, you know, that sort of thing, right? Females are streaky brown, almost like large dark sparrows. Their song are happy indications of the return of spring. Now, isn't that just lovely? So, we saw a male red-winged blackbird. Isn't that nice? And with our other segment on research about birds, we have the goose, but more specifically, the cackling goose, also known as the Branta hutchinsi. Maybe. Habitat: lakes and ponds, of course, it was swimming. Food: plants, of course. They nest in the ground. Their behavior: ground forager, just like our friend the red-winged blackbird. And conservation: low concern. They're out and about. Maybe your grandparents hate them. Maybe your parents hate them. Maybe you hate them because you step in their poop all the time when you have bare feet. And it is really bad. I don't speak from personal experience, but it's fine. Let's get a little basic description on these bad boys and girls from All About Birds. The cackling goose looks like a miniature version of the widespread Canada goose, in which it was once combined as a single species. The two are almost identical in plumage, but cackling geese are more delicate, with stubbier bills, steeper foreheads, and shorter necks, strikingly apparent in flying birds, and usually more rounded heads. I've been told I have a very round head. Their calls are higher pitched than those of Canada geese. Like their larger relatives, cackling geese forage in marshes and fields in large flocks, often mixed with other goose species. This is Tynan Heritage signing off. Back to you, Tynan. Isn't that nice? A refillable water bottle. So helpful to the environment. As we can see, using plastic water bottles can harm our beautiful, beautiful area. That's why refillable water bottles like this Yeti right here can be beneficial to both you and me. Because that way we don't have to keep buying more plastic water bottles. We don't pollute our environment with those terrible plastic bottles. Scrumptious. Ah, it appears you caught me watering my beautiful succulents, which I do on a not so regular basis. But I'm not a terrible plant owner. Oh no, no, no. Because the thing about succulents is that you actually don't have to water them as much as other plants. Because of the area that they are native to, they're used to months and months of dry spells where there is no rain at all. So when you douse them with water, it's normal to them, because that's what happens. When monsoons and terrible rainstorms come, it lets them fill back up on the nutrients that they need. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what are these types of succulents? Well, I can name one of them for you. The other two are educated guesses. So, the first one, a jade plant. That's the only one I know. This is going to be a terrible pronunciation. This next one is a Haworth's aeonium. Maybe. Again, I have no idea. This next one is probably going to be a Portulacaria afra. Again, I have no idea which is which. They might not even be the same thing. But those two things are succulent names, so at least I'm not calling it a daffodil. With that said, these are my beautiful succulents that I care for deeply as a good plant father should. Sometimes in life, you just have to sit outside without your phone for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's a long time if you're addicted to your phone, which I am not. Because I am strong. And I am not a screenager. And those are the daily affirmations that I say to myself when I look in the mirror every morning. The important thing to know about being connected to our phones in this day and age is that it's so harmful because it stops us from enjoying beautiful nature. Now, people can say that you can listen to podcasts or read news articles and everything, but let's not lie to ourselves. No one does that. At least no one our age. So, I give you this. Standing outside for 30 minutes without my phone. And now, you beautiful people, just as the day ends, so must I. It has been my honor to be your guide in this walk we call life, and I hope that you can walk away from this knowing just one more thing about Earth. This has been Earth, Am I Right? The story of our great planet. I'm Tynan Heritage, and you're watching Disney Channel. Do 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 do.